Baltazar, Ice, Hawk, Siren, Turbo, Sky. These are the American Gladiators. Introducing today's contenders, Captain Richard McCormick, Corporal Damian Baltazar, and Marion Smith, and Carla Zeitlin. Hi again, everyone. I'm Mike Henley, along with Dan Nitro Clark. High tech, high volume, high times here at Gladiator Arena. Very important day, Nitro, for our contenders because this is their final chance, the last preliminary round, to make it to the show, the semifinals. And I know, Nitro, that importance is not lost on the Gladiators.
No, the key for the Gladiators today, Mike, is to forget about everything else, just lose everything, and keep focused on that one little thing, which is accepting the challenge they've put forth to America.
Well, to make sure that the contenders are ready, an old friend paid us a visit. The U.S. and World Gladiator Champion, we know him as Wesley Two Scoops Berry. Now, moments ago, he was backstage in the contender locker room, and he did a little down-home preaching.
Listen, this is the moment that you all been waiting for. You've been training hard. You've been executing all the fundamental steps that I've been showing you in practice. So I want to see you go out there delivering it pound for pound. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's go. Hustle on three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm ready. I don't know about you. Let's get at it.
Ready to rumble.
Jazz and Siren whooping it up, and we'll tell you that on the line for today's contenders, $2,500 for the winners, and a chance to be eligible for $25,000 in cash and prizes in our grand championship. Event number 1, Pyramid. The tale of the tape. Marion Smith, 26 years old, 5'3", 140 from Hawthorn, California, a cashier and a mother of one. She has a young son. Her opponent, Carla Zeitlin, 30 years old, 5'4", 132 from Santa Monica, California, where she's a soccer coach and karate teacher. Let's go to referee Larry Thompson.
Gladiators, ready!
Jazz 11-2 in this event, Siren 7-4. Marion and Carla crisscross. It didn't fool the Gladiators. Gladiators are required to play one-on-one.
You know, Mike, you can have all the coaching, all the pep talks in the world you want. If you don't put it into action and do something spectacular, you're not going to score.
Siren sent Carla Zeitlin back down to ground zero, and ditto Jazz and Marion Smith. 13 seconds remain. Almost a mix-up there on the part of Siren and Jazz. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. That is it. Carla and Marion come up with nada, courtesy of Siren and Jazz.
I have to believe as a contender, going up is the easy part. Coming down, the hard part. Carla and Marion want to make it to the semis. They're going to have to do a lot better than this.
Big day here today. First event of the day. No way, because we came to play. What do you say?
It's the Iger sanction. Let's go sanction somebody.
We're going to sanction somebody.
Hawk's iambic pentameter, not Shakespeare, but it'll do here. It sets the tone for Pyramid. Final preliminary round. Winners hoping to go on to the semifinals. Let's go to the tale of the tape. Damian Baltazar, 23 years old, 6'1", 185, a Marine Corps corporal, a weapons systems engineer. His opponent, Marine Corps Captain Richard McCormick, 26 years old, 6'2", 175 from Portland, Oregon, now living in Los Angeles. Turbo called it the Iger sanction. Let's go sanction someone.
Gladiators, ready!
Referee Larry Thompson sanctioning this match. Here we go.
Now, Richard's strategy here is to wear Hawk out. He says he's bigger, he's slower. I'm going to beat him up.
That may be the case, not the case with Turbo, whose record in this event, 13-1.
Oh, Turbo's playing it dangerous, letting him get right up. And he loves that fall.
But look at Richard McCormick. He's about 3 feet from that sensor up there that he has to trigger to score the 10 points. Hawk on top of him now. He's not going to let him get it, and look out. Whoa! That is a 30-foot free fall, folks. And look at this. Damian Baltazar almost gets away. Turbo riding herd on him, and that is it. 2 close calls for Hawk and Turbo. But when it counted in crunch time, they got the job done.
Sometimes, Mike, I think Turbo is playing with him. He lets him get close, taunts him, and keeps him from there. True mastery of this game.
How close did Captain Richard McCormick come to getting by Hawk? This close.
Hawk, it looks like you played that game a little soft. I didn't see 100% effort, and you even got in Turbo's way.
What do you mean 100% effort? We always give 100% effort. I tell you what, these guys did a good job of playing together as a team.
No. I'm just calling them as I see them.
Well, and I'm telling you really what happens, and don't get on me, Nitro. I'll take you down right here.
No. The point is, you challenge a guy in a suit. You had a chance to challenge someone up there, and you played soft.
Did he get the points? Of course not. These guys
Turbo, did he come to get in your way up there? Look that way to me.
No, but you know who is getting in our way?
You
Corporal Baltazar, I know you've watched this show back at the base, but now that you've tasted the pyramid firsthand, how do you feel?
Yes, sir, it was a good run. It was a real good run. I can hear a shot at Turbo and hang tough, though. I got him.
You're not afraid of that guy, are you?
I am not scared of Turbo. He's a good man. He's a good athlete. He's a big man, but I got him and hang tough.
Spoken like a true Marine. Captain McCormick, you've been through a boot camp before. How does this compare?
Well, actually, you know, this is what it's all about. A little teamwork, a little razzmatazz between the Marines going against the Gladiators. We're here to stay. We're here to fight. We're going to work together. We're going to beat the Gladiators together.
You know, only one of you 2 men can go on to the semifinals. Somebody's got to win, yet you guys are cheering each other on.
Hey, until the Eliminator, baby, we're on the same team.
Same team.
All right, Corporal, Captain, I salute you both. Nice going.
Everybody knows the Marine Corps builds men, but wait till I get a hold of them in the joust.
Well, a special moment here at Gladiator Arena. Laser getting the standing ovation and the chant from the crowd because it's his turn to joust.
The Laser actually called out these 2 gentlemen because these 2 guys are 2 guys from the Corps who have a lot of jousting experience.
This is it. Never been defeated on this. I'm still undefeated, and it's always going to be that way. Watch the performance.
Laser is our Marine. Now he's got a battle against a corporal and a captain. Nitro, you know it well. There's a special feeling the Gladiators have for one another, and it extends from the locker room all the way out to the playing surface. Everybody out here for Laser.
And one of the things they did is Laser likes to challenge the best. He's got a couple Corps guys who are experienced with the stick. He requested to fight these guys.
Captain Richard McCormick up first, 26 years old, 6'2", 175. A helicopter pilot, and Laser may send him flying, but the captain holding his ground. Look at Laser wail away, and he's off balance! Oh my goodness! Laser can't believe it.
I don't think the captain beat him. Laser beat himself. Sometimes he just loses that. That thing clicks in his mind. He attacks, and his attack took him right off the jousting platform.
Well, as you mentioned, every Marine worth his salt knows how to handle one of those pugil sticks.
You should have a re-challenge because you didn't beat me. Beautiful match.
You want to do it again?
Aggressive. Come on. Here's the man. You want to do it again? Here's the man. Let's go.
Laser, you want him?
Come on, brother.
You got him. Everybody wants to see this again. No points, just mano a mano.
Well, what's at stake here to me, Mike, is the Gladiators against the Corps. May the best of the jousting people in the world prevail here for the 2nd time.
Richard McCormick has already got his 10 points. This is for pride. Watch it, watch it, watch it.
Get him another stick! Get him another stick!
Laser hit Captain Richard McCormick so hard he broke the tip of his pugil stick off, so they're going to give him another one.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's do it again, this time for pride.
What's at stake here is the best jousting in the world, the core against the Gladiators.
Laser said he was lucky. I tell you, he's swinging so hard, his stick keeps breaking. And Carla McCormick, Richard's wife, looks like she wants to get up there with Laser.
Laser actually breaks his stick right here on that first pop, comes back for a second pop, that's when it disembarks from the stick. I don't think Laser has yet realized that the stick is broken. Bam, hits him in the face again. Second rematch, he hits and breaks the stick on the back end.
Laser, I got the feeling that deep in your heart somewhere, you're a Marine too.
Well,
at least the mentality anyway.
I think the mentality, I think all the Marines have a certain mentality. I think I got the haircut going, don't I? So, hey, get the sticks ready, and I'll see you maybe in the finals, and I'm going to put you down.
You are one tough guy, and I know everybody here that followed you to Gladiator Arena pulling for you. What makes the Marine and the Corps so tough? Why are you able to come into competitions like this and excel?
It's right here, and it's right here. We work as a team. Like I said, the Marine Corps, it's a David Goliath thing. Hey, we slay the giant every day. That's our job. We're out there to fight. We'll never give up.
And our country a little safer for it. Nice going, Richard. Laser, way to go, baby. And you are looking at the family of another Marine. That was young Whitley Marie Baltazar, Damian's young daughter. He is up next, and he will get Laser as well. Question is, will Laser's stick stay in one piece? On guard. The match underway. Once again, Laser wailing away, but Damian holding his own. He's got Damian going and Damian gone. Laser. Oh, he really gets pumped up for this, doesn't he, Nitro?
He sure does, and how sweet victory must be after the loss before. Laser starts off with this combination. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want no more. Get out of here, baby. The best thing about that was his new move. He bounces the joust stick off the platform. It comes up, he catches. I think it even surprised him.
Our Laser, we love him. And it's now time for the women to do battle in the joust. Contender versus Gladiator. The Gladiator Sky, the contender Marion Smith. A cashier and a mother of a 5-year-old son who just happens to be here at Gladiator Arena, and there he is. Not quite sure what mom is about to do, but young Jamil will keep his fingers crossed here that mom comes through okay.
Look at her eye angle. She's looking way up at Sky. That's got to be an intimidating feeling to look at someone that much taller than you.
Well, Sky a full foot taller than Marion Smith. On guard. Marion trying to keep her balance and can't do it. Wasn't intimidated. Pounds her fist to the mat in disgust. She thought she had a shot. So did her husband.
One of the things that Carla will be counting on to see her through this is her martial art experience. She's very, very experienced. It's her guiding light, her focus.
I study Sankukai Goshindo Jiu-Jitsu, which is a combination of Sankukai or Kyokushinkai karate and like Hakaru and Goshindo Jiu-Jitsu. The idea behind like karate is always to think about punching through the person, you know, going through them instead of just thinking that you're ending. There's a lot of contact. It's a very hard style. I mean, it's very, the punches, the kicks, everything's, no.
All that martial arts stuff is well and good, but will it pay off here in the joust?
Now, Sky's got the stick right in front of her face there, just saying, hey, I'm taking you down. That's what that message is coming across at.
On guard!
Whoa, that one shot just crumpled Carla. She's got to get up. She's got to be offensive. Hard to do it from the seat of your pants. But contenders are instructed that they got to fight. They can't fight on both knees, and Larry Thompson to stop this thing.
Gotta get up.
So no points for Carla Zeitlin, and one of the reasons this rule was put in is one, to protect the contender, and two, ensure a better match. Carla here defenseless, Sky just wailing on her.
Let's go, baby.
Back here at Gladiator Arena, time now for Hang Tough. A look at Turbo. The first contender is Corporal Damian Baltazar. And they met in the pyramid, and Baltazar said if he got Turbo again, he'd get him in Hang Tough. Once again, 60 seconds, the time limit in Hang Tough. And all the Corporal has to do is swing across this grid of 55 rings. But he's got to do it without being pulled off.
What makes Turbo great in this event is he's very focused and he stays very, very relaxed.
Damian looks relaxed and is looking for another ring, now crossing over. Not a bad idea. Hey, he's got a little breakaway, Nitro.
No, it's not a break. He's got a breakaway, but Turbo's right after him. Turbo is too good, gets that strong arm pull to make up the distance.
Had to go double rings there, yeah.
Double rings.
Still, it's going to be close. Turbo, is he going to be waiting for him? No! Holy cow! Oh, man!
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Damian Baltazar, who graduated first in his Marine boot camp class, has pulled off the unpull-offable.
He deserves it.
Beating Turbo and Hang Tough, and Turbo said, you heard him.
Thank you very much.
You deserved it, babe.
Thank you. Don't thank me. You earned it, man. You earned it.
Hey, Damian, what is this stuff? Prior to the competition, you said that you were not going to tell your mom and dad, Russ and Barbara, about your appearance on American Gladiators. Do they know now?
Yes, sir. The United States Marine Corps is here.
We want you to take a look at the screen. Tell us how you beat the man, the Lord of the Rings, Turbo.
Swing, sir. Turn over. Don't give up. Left, right, by the right flank. Left, right, forward, march. Left, right.
Name, rank, and serial number. Nice going, Damian.
Thank you, sir.
Being a Marine to me brings a lot of honor, a lot of pride. My father was a Marine. My brother and my sister are both Marines. It's a lot of pride when you put on your uniform. People look at you. They respect you. I think they do. So there's a lot more pride being a Marine than I know there is to be a Gladiator. So here to let them know, you know, the Marine Corps is the best.
And now Turbo has to go against another Marine, this time Captain Richard McCormick, a pilot who flies a CH-53 Super Stallion helicopter. There's his wife, Carla. Damian Baltazar has drawn even. McCormick can regain the lead with 5 or 10 here.
Turbo's a man of few words, yet he guaranteed me a victory here.
His Marine Corps buddies like to call him Hollywood because he once did a Marine Corps recruiting commercial here in Los Angeles. Let's see if Hollywood can star here in Hang Tough. Turbo sizing him up, backing off, crossing over, matching Richard's every move.
That's the key to this, matching move for move.
Gladiators like to use that scissors.
Richard needs to make a big lateral move across somewhere else. He's a dead duck.
20 seconds remain. Pretty dynamic move there by the Marine, but he's hanging on by one arm. And now, from behind, the reverse scissors. Goodbye. That was well played. That was excellent. Cat and mouse, a chess game up there.
Turbo is definitely the master at this. There's no way he was getting beaten twice.
Good job, man. Good moves. Good moves. You had me working for that one, buddy.
What is a man if he is not a man of his word? Turbo promised me a victory, and he did in spectacular fashion with the reverse scissors here. Turbo, way to go. You the man.
And we waste no time here at Gladiator Arena. We go directly to our next event, the Assault. And for the Gladiators on the platform, it's Ice Ice Baby pumping up everybody.
Come on, I know you guys can do better than that. Woo! Ice Ice Baby.
First up for the Contenders, supermarket cashier Marion Smith, and as one customer found out the hard way, she's not to be messed with.
And I knew you had the liquors. you know, but it wasn't a security guard up there for me to do anything, so I guess I was on my own. So I went ahead and I approached him, you know, and he tried to say, well, I don't have no liquor. So I just opened up his, you know, shirt, and I janked the liquor out and just pushed him, you know, and told him to get out the store, you know. Yes, I am the toughest cashier at Rouse.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got. She's a cashier. Woo! Let's do it, babe.
Marion looking for her first points of the competition behind station number 1 at the crossbow.
Marion needs to settle down a little bit and focus here.
There.
She lets that one fly. That's high. 42 seconds remain. Yeah, she's got a lot of time, Nitro, here at station. Oh, that one wide right. Marion now, plenty of time on the clock. 30 seconds here.
Come on.
Needs to set herself. That one just misses.
Right.
25 seconds now.
Yeah! Yeah!
Nice cutter.
I think that's double time. That was double time. Woo! Yeah!
Marion Smith gets 4 points for successfully firing 4 weapons, but Ice ends her run here in assault.
Yes!
Excellent shot by Ice, but the thing that Marion didn't do was keep her head up and look at the balls coming at her. She put her head down and ran and dove for the targets, and that's what killed her.
Well, can Ice make it 2 for 2?
Let's go! The girl's a karate teacher. Let's see if she has any speed on her.
The girl, Carla Zeitlin, she's off and running.
Oh! Sweet! I'm getting good
Nitro,
at this
have
thing.
we cranked up the assault gun or what?
Well, it's one of the major complaints last year that there wasn't enough juice. This year they got what they wanted, so they better hit all the contenders.
Yeah, they're going in excess of 95 miles an hour, that's for sure. She's at station number 2. That one high in the ceiling. Bring it down, Carla.
Oh. Yeah, oh.
32 seconds.
I mean, she's got to take her time. She's not even aiming.
At times she hit the AG, our American Gladiators billboard at the top. Never made it to station number 4. Ice goes 2 for 2. Yes, indeed. Take a bow, Ice. Ice, you got that big smile up there. 2 for 2.
2 for 2, baby.
Now, Ice.
I love this.
You seem to hit both contenders in the same area. Is there something special about this area here?
I just like that area, Dan. What can I say? It's my special little area. They're close to me. What can I say?
I love it when it's simple and sweet. I wish I could be in that special area of yours sometime.
I wish you could be here with me, too. We miss you, Dan. Bye, Nitro.
We can have that arranged, Ice. See you later. Get
Thanks,
ready for the next event. Bye.
Woo, thank you.
Anybody can bungee cord, but can you bungee cord 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a row? That's what our next event is all about here at Gladiator Arena, the game of attack and recoil. We call it Snapback. An event that if you're not in shape, it is pure agony. Marion Smith will do battle with Siren. On the other side of the floor, Carla Zeitlin will try to zigzag her way past Jazz. Blue scoring markers are worth 2 points, red ones 1.
Ready! Gladiators, ready!
Again, 45 seconds the time limit. Carla Zeitlin pulls a red off. Puts it back home to score. Carla's got a red, but that one cost her.
Yeah, the key is for the contender to get the Gladiator to commit to a certain way, then make a quick break someplace else.
Marion has been there twice, but she just can't pull them off.
Wow.
Jazz testing out the Big Bang Theory there on Carla.
Jazz has such tremendous strength in her legs. She can just sit there in the middle zone where most girls can't.
The same can be said for Siren. They do their thing.
By only giving up 1 point, the girl Gladiators just gave them a message. The message, girls, we own you.
Carla's 1 point allows her to tie Marion Smith after 4 events.
want you to give me 10,000% at this. Run directly at that pog, break to the left, and then grab the pogs and then come right back. That's all you have to do. But run off your toes, don't get caught running back with it, all right?
Former Gladiator champion Wesley Berry began the day preaching. He's still preaching.
What time is it? It's break-off time.
Run directly at the middle and then break to the left. Catch him on his back. Just break him down like a dead rope. Give me what you got. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right?
As he has all day, Two Scoops making sure that both Damian and Richard have every advantage they can get against Hawk and Saber.
Step back. Saber.
Snapback, 45 seconds. Again, the blue marker's worth 2, the red one's 1, and the captain's got one, and so does the corporal. Captain McCormick with another one. Corporal Baltazar has another one. Uh-oh, we've got another scoring frenzy on our hands. I tell you, these two Marine Corps men are tough. They have been all competition long.
I think Hawk has to push her plate away at a few meals if he wants to be better in this event.
This is the one event where the Glads are at a disadvantage because of their weight and their size. And you know these Marines are fit. So superior cardiovascular skills. And look at this. They have run the table. Nary a scoring marker up there.
I think this is the first time ever in Gladiator history that they've cleaned the plate.
I tried, man. I tried hitting him high. I tried hitting him low.
Saber answering his critics. He did start off strong with that hit, but it went downhill after that. Richard McCormick wins at 8-6 and now has an 18-16 lead after 4 events. Richard McCormick, the man they call Hollywood.
1990-91, I was at the basic school and was asked to do a Marine Corps commercial. Thus, when I came back as the company commanding officer at the time, when I went to go call the troops to attention during the classroom, all I got instead was response, the name Hollywood. Any Marine in their right mind would have given their left arm to do that commercial. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's something that anybody would love to have done just to represent the Marine Corps.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
Back here at Gladiator Arena, time now for event number 5, On the Bone, Whiplash. There's a double triangle we affectionately call the dog bone. Marion Smith tied at 4 with Carla Zeitlin. She'll go against Siren. Oh, Siren waits for Marion to make a move.
Well, one of the things that Siren does is she shakes, shakes, and shakes to keep this contender off balance.
Carla Zeitlin now in the ring with Siren. The soccer coach, karate teacher, Santa Monica, California, hunkering down, trying to get a grip.
Now, Carla's had a lot of problems so far. She's been disappointed with herself, but she said she's forgetting that and she's pulling this girl out of here.
Again, she's got 30 seconds to try to wrest that double triangle. The dog bone from Siren's hands. Nothing doing, not today. Siren owns the bone, owns Whiplash. She goes 2 for 2. And the best way to stay healthy is get the job done in a hurry. Siren did that. Richard McCormick with an 18-16 lead over Damian Baltazar draws Saber in Whiplash. Carla McCormick has been here every step of the way. Here we go. That's not gonna go work.
All Sabers needs to do is keep him held down here and he's got this match.
We're under 20 seconds.
Now, I said that bench press didn't help, but if Saber can use that bench press strength to keep his arm down, he's got this match won.
But look at this. Richard McCormick, I think Saber lost sight of where he was in the ring. The two went rolling, and Richard McCormick has got another 10 points. Let's give that man a 21-gun salute. From the halls of Montezuma to Gladiator Arena. And you can be sure that Saber will not let that happen again. Could be bad news for Damian.
Boy, I'm gonna have nightmares with that tonight if Saber loses here.
Ready?
Well, you can bet that Damian took careful notice of what his partner, Richard McCormick, did inside the ring with Saber. One thing's for sure, Nitro, he's not gonna try to overpower him.
Now, Saber's playing a smart game. He's rolling on the ground, he's up on his feet, he's flipping back over his head and shoulders, doing what it takes to win.
We're down to 10 seconds. Damian has never had Saber in trouble. He'll get 5 points for the draw for hanging in there for 30 seconds, but that's about it.
Hey, Larry, check the replay. He touched with 2 hands.
Now, the rules state the contender cannot touch the bone with 2 hands or else he is disqualified.
He grabbed with 2 hands.
Well, let's go to the Nitrostrator and see who is telling the truth here. Reaches up around 1 hand. No, you look right there, it never touches.
Damian, the good news upon further review, Larry Thompson made the appropriate call. You did not place 2 hands on the double triangle, the dog bone. You did last the entire 30 seconds. And the 2 proudest people out there, I imagine, if they could understand what this is all about, Baby D, Damian, and Whitley Marie. Congratulations.
Here we go. Thank you.
Coming up next, Powerball. Get some. Yeah.
It is crunch time here at Gladiator Arena, our crunch time event, Powerball. Marion Smith and Carla Zeitlin tied at 4 coming in. Not many points, but the effort has been there against our 3 Gladiators today, Jazz, Sky, and Ice Ice Baby. Carla relaxed before 45 seconds of pure mayhem. Here we go. Let's go to referee Larry Thompson. Marion, great quickness right out of the chute. Getting by Jazz. Carla reaches out. Somehow that dropped. And Carla does it again.
Oh, beautiful
Carla gets
move.
loose. Oh, she goes to the center cylinder. That would have been worth 4. Well, every point the contenders can score here in Powerball will give them more towards their head start time, potential head start time in the Eliminator. Marion trying to get away from Ice. Nothing doing. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and wow. Both women score 4 points here in Powerball. It's 8-8 going into the Eliminator, which means we'll have a dead heat.
Let's go to the Nitrostrator to see what kind of effort it takes to be a Gladiator. Jazz misses Carla here. Carla's got an open shot, as you see, towards the center goal. Jazz says, oh no, this isn't done. I can still get you. Takes her to the ground. Bada bing, bada bang.
Our terrific trio of male Gladiators are set for battle. Saber, Hawk, and Laser. Men's Powerball. Richard McCormick, the captain, Marine Corps helicopter pilot. There he is. He leads 28-21 over his fellow Marine Corps Corporal Damian Baltazar.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. Gladiators, ready.
Referee Larry Thompson starts the match. We're underway. Immediately the captain scores past Hawk. Getting wrapped up there by Saber. Laser taking Damian down. You can run, but you can't hide in Powerball. Captain with that long reach of his at 6'2", scoring the outer cylinder. He's got another one. Laser couldn't get there in time. 10 seconds remain. Both Marines running out of steam, but not quitting. Fans counting down the clock. That's it.
I think it was a time for redemption for the Glads there. There were very few balls scored, a lot of big hits. The Glads got to be feeling good about themselves.
And so do the Marines.
McCormick still had a few things up his sleeve. He plays with intensity, not just for himself like he's playing for the whole Marine Corps. He scores one here, uses the razzle-dazzle, boom, 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 pops another one in, and isn't quite finished, throws the last goal in. Good job, Richard.
Keep on watching.
More Gladiator action.
Semi-final style, coming up next.
Coming up soon on American Gladiators, the newest stars of Baywatch take on real professional lifeguards in the Baywatch Challenge. You won't want to miss it.
Some men become physicians, others become carpenters. Part of my job description is to hang out with a beautiful woman like this. And so can you in 2 weeks, right here on our Playboy Playmate Challenge here on the American Gladiators. Yeah.
Back here at Gladiator Arena, the last of our preliminary round match is about to reach a final verdict. The judge and jury in this case are rugged Eliminator court. The women race first, and after 6 events, Carla Zeitlin and Marion Smith are dead even, tied at 8. So it's head-to-head. The winner moves on to the semifinals. Nitros with Carla.
Carla, I know the shoulder's bugging you a little bit. It's a little bit hard to raise it. Is it going to be a factor on the hand bike or the Versa climber here?
Well, it could be, but I'm going to give it everything I can.
So the initial edge to Marion. Let's see who gets up the Versa climber first. And it's Carla Zeitlin. So far, the shoulder looks to be okay. She peeks over to see where Marion's at. Carla, the first up the Versa climber, now down the slide, onto the hand bike she moves. Marion having some problems. And Contenders can't afford to lose their momentum on the hand bike. Carla did momentarily. Marion starting to narrow that gap between them. Into our sea of spheres, the ball pit, over 100,000 of them, and Marion has jumped out to the lead. But this is where things really get sticky, really get rough for our Contenders. Marion stuck in there, barely over the first barrier, and Carla Zeitlin has taken the lead. Marion desperately trying to catch up, but she is stuck again. It is taking forever for both women to get out of that ball pit. Carla the first one. Marion almost disappearing down there. She may need a snorkel if she goes under. Carla Zeitlin near the top of the cargo net. And now down the zip line she comes. Legs up, good landing. I think she senses she's got this thing. However, the plexiglass wall and the treadmill remain. Up and over, but not easily. And Marion Smith dead on her feet. The treadmill, keep on pumping, Carla. Keep on pumping. She made it. Now the final barrier. Kicks her way through. Keep on going, get through there. Oh, man. Out of win, Carla Zeitlin, but her boyfriend Steve couldn't be prouder.
Now, Carla, you told me if it came down to the will of who wants to win the most, you were gonna win.
Yeah, I knew I was injured. I just wanted to hang in. This is for my sister Erica. She's in Israel. And I wanted to go visit her really badly. I needed the money. So I knew I was behind. And I knew I was hurting. I just wanted to keep pushing, man. That's for Erica. And thanks.
Well, the good news is, or it may not be good news, you move to the semifinals. You have to do this all over again.
A Marine Corps Semper finale awaits us as Captain Richard McCormick takes on Corporal Damian Baltazar in the Eliminator final. The captain has had a fabulous afternoon. 34 points through 6 events. It's good for a 6.5-second head start. So it's 2 Marines side by side, pride on the line. The winner advances to the semifinals.
Ready?
And they're on their way. Both guys extremely fit. As a matter of fact, Richard McCormick won the Marine Physical Fitness Award. He loves his job because he thinks, I can make a difference. He certainly made a difference here in Gladiator Arena. Look at him smoke this hand bite. Corporal Baltazar will try to push from behind. McCormick, long and lanky, having problems in the ball pit. He's the first over the first section, dives into the second one head first. Not a bad idea, because he's almost out of the second section. He is, and now to the cargo net. If you were ever in a dark alley, these are the two men you'd want with you. They'd fight you tooth and nail to the very end. The captain on the zip line first. Damian desperately trying to come from behind. He's down the zip line now. Damian closing in. Let's see who gets over this plexiglass wall. McCormick in good shape. Struggling up the treadmill, and down he goes. This could be the break that Damian needed. Let's see. How much stamina does he have? Oh man, this is gonna be close. Who's gonna break the barrier first? It is McCormick. .134, the unofficial time for Captain Richard McCormick. There's his wife, Carla. I don't know if she's kissing him or giving him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Guys like you are the reason that we are the safest country in the free world.
I gotta thank God for this opportunity. He has given me everything, many, many blessings, many other people here blessings. I have a wonderful wife, a wonderful Marine Corps. I love your support, and I love you all. Thank you so much.
Good news is, you get to come back another day. You're in the semifinals, my brother.
We're going to town!